Hey everyone, welcome to MC Plays. Let's continue with our Hogwarts Legacy playthrough. Right now we have to speak to Sirona and the three broomsticks, and we're right outside. Let's go in. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing.
Hello there, nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done.
Right, we gotta find Lodgok, and he's at the other pub. Kinda difficult, like balancing gaming with other responsibilities, but the way I do it is I kinda have like a to-do list that I go through every day to make sure like my house is in order, and the rest of the day I can game. And I don't really game in like big long patches. It's like game, then break, and then game again, stuff like that. That's kinda how I do it.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The three broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona said our interests may be aligned. Perhaps she was wrong.
Well, if Sirona believes we have common goals, then it is possible that we can trust each other. Very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Meet Lodgok near Witch's Tomb. I'm just probably fast travel to there. Actually, it's not that far. So weird, the quest marker was taking me through the pub. So my daily routine is I try time block stuff so I know where my free time is. But my workers can change at like the drop of a hat. Like I have like a scheduled work, but sometimes I need to go
I'm ready.
do it early, depending on the people I work with, sort of thing. But all it does is swap the work time into my free time, and then my free time into my work time.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of URKOT. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
So with YouTube and that, I'm still like new to it, so I haven't really had to deal with negative comments just yet. So I don't really have an approach that I'd use for that. I'd have to wait until the time comes, I guess.
Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
How I would define success as would be
Revelio.
when your time isn't linked to your income. So you'd make money like you wouldn't have to put in worked hours to earn money. You basically have money that makes you money.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
That's how I define success. And it doesn't even have to be crazy. Like, you can still have like low expenses and do it. There's possibilities that way. Let's go get this helmet. My advice for other gamers would be to always finish what you start. I've said it before, that trouble with like finishing games, I just always restart new characters and stuff like that. And then it's just every time I restart a new character, it's like time has been wasted. This moth needs to go on the door. Where is it? There. So don't worry about min-maxing and stuff like that. Like if you make a mistake, just keep playing, because it really doesn't matter too much in the end. Well, with like single player games, I guess. I'm sure min-maxing is really important with competitive stuff, but it's not the type of games I play, so I can't really advise on that. Wonder if it's going to be a puzzle dungeon or there's going to be combat. What motivates me in life is my children. I'm motivated to be a good dad. It's another puzzle here.
Hopefully I need to go further.
And my goals for the future is, I've got like 2 things on my bucket list. I had like a huge bucket list before. 2 things on there that I want to achieve. And one of them is I'm going to complete next year. And that was to go to Japan. Some people, it may seem like a small thing, but it was really hard for me to get there to that point. Yeah, and then the last thing after that is to have my time not linked to money, which I kind of spoke about before. Cast a spell, it goes back to where it came from. Why not to do that? And if I had more time to dedicate it to a certain activity, definitely would be travel.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
In theory, these guys can only be damaged by fire.
Very horrible. Accio. Confringo.
Loot. Like, I don't have anywhere I want to go other than Japan, but if I had a whole bunch of free time, I didn't have any responsibilities, that's what I'd do. I would actually travel. Like, great memories by traveling, yeah.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. All the way.
Whoa.
Lumos.
Oh, crap. See these guys coming out.
Incendio! Revelio!
And they just kept coming. I thought you had to send them on fire. What does that do?
Accio!
This now needs 2 mobs to power it. There was one right here.
Lumos! Depulso!
Maybe I just stand on it here. Also. Yeah. Wait. Tying it up. Isn't that the whole point of it? Maybe it needs double. Ah.
Lumos. This looks even more complex.
How am I supposed to get these guys up here? Got to be something I'm missing.
Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
I already figured that out. Oh, there is more.
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Now it's gone.
Depulso. Lumos.
Wonder if I can jump and release this. Oh, it goes back. I did find one though.
Depulso.
There's one around the corner here.
Lumos.
Oh, I get it. I figured it out,
Depulso. Lumos.
Yes. Maybe it's gotta go even higher.
Depulso. Lumos.
In the end, it wasn't that tricky.
The witch's final resting place. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
Let's get out of here.
Lodgok. The sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock.
Well, alright then.
To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Just over here, I'll just fly over. What?
Expulsion! Expulsion! Now to finish this off. Expulsion! Expulsion! What are you expulsion? Expulsion! Expulsion! Oh dear, fighting with expulsion is awful. Overgrown weeds. Never did care much for me. Blood. Very well. Look what you've done. You fight for Oh, good finger. Flash. Right.
That was intense for a bit. I was like on the ground and I couldn't dodge the unblockable one. The plants came in clutch then.
That's it. This is for
More of them?
Oh, try not to make this too easy for me. You think you're gonna... No one takes one of my own! It's the tenement!
Alright, back to this guy. Like my dark wizard broom.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
Yep.
It just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. To most goblins, this is more than a mere helmet. You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
And stop talking. He's going to go undercover for us, so I guess we talk to him later. And that has finished the quest.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Alright, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and if you're new, consider subscribing, and if you interacted with the video at all, I really appreciate your support. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.